Hi, my name is Michael. I will be teaching you guys how to do the business value of information technology assignment. So first, you would want to copy and paste all this information. So all of this information into your Excel sheet. So for example, I've already gone and done that. So this is where I copy and pasted it into. And Um, so if you guys wanted to center it, you would just click on the box and then click the center or left or right. It doesn't really matter. So I click center. So with our first problem, we have to calculate the correlation between A index on cost of care per patient, number of records in the Vista system, and the budget of the Office of Information. So the first to do this, we already labeled it out for us. So budget, EHR, and cost index. So in order to find it out, we have to do equals core. And so it asks us for array 1. So array 1 is ER. So this is our ER. So you just hold and drag down. Then you have to go back to here and then just put a comma. And now it's asking for array 2. So array 2 is our budget, which is right here. And then after you just click enter. So this is our correlation value for these two columns. We're going to do the same thing for cost index and budget. So equals core for correlation, array 1. So this is for the cost index. So this one, click and drag, comma, and then you click and drag for budget. And then enter. So this is the value for that. And then lastly, we have to do the EHR and cost index. So for that, you have to do equals core array 1, which will be our cost index, and then our EHR. Oh, sorry. Cost index, and then comma number of records. Okay, and then enter. So these are the values that you're supposed to get, and this answers number 2 on the assignment. So number 3, provide scatter diagrams showing the relationship between IT investment and cost of care. So to do this, you basically just copy the budget of Office of Information. So I copied it and gave it about the same amount of space, copy and pasted it there. And then next you take the cost per patient index, copy, and you paste it right next to it. Doesn't really matter where you put it, but close to it makes it easier to see. Then you will highlight both of these columns, just this area. Then you go to Insert, into Scatter Plot, and just click the first one. So this is our scatter plot. Make it bigger. We should fix the title because this doesn't accurately represent what we were doing. So I'm just gonna name it IT investment versus cost of care. Okay. So our scatter plot also should include a line of best fit. So in order to do that, we just click on the graph, go to add chart element, and go down to trend line and go to linear. So this shows our line of best fit. There's another thing that we can also do that makes it easier to look than looking at 100 million, 200 million. You can double click this axis. This thing would pop up the format axis, and then you could just change the display unit to maybe millions. It'll make it a lot easier to look at. So that will complete our number 3. Moving on to number 4, I already created a spot for us to put the answer to number 4. And then this is where we'll keep our values to determine our answer. So to determine which came first, we have to get the values for these two and then determine which one is closer to 0, and that will be our answer. So to do this, their formula to get this answer, you do equals, then you would click G3, so this one, then you would multiply, so asterisk, and then multiply it by the cost index, and then minus this one, the EHR and the cost index. And then press enter, and this is what you get. And then, oops, I'm sorry. So this value is supposed to go here, sorry. So this value is supposed to go here, sorry. I guess I'll just redo it since it's not, for some reason it's not working. Okay, so for this one, we're gonna do equals, and then this would be this times this minus this one. There you go. For this one, my apologies, we're gonna do equals G3 times H4, so the cost index and ER, so this value, oops, sorry, this times this value, and then minus the budget and the cost index, so this number, and we'll get these two numbers. So going back to what I said, it has to be the closest to 0. So therefore, this is about 0.45 away from 0, and this is only 0.11. So that means this one is closer, and that means that the cost of care came first. So I was just going to put my answer here. So the cost of care came first. And that is it. That's how you do the whole entire assignment. Thank you.